All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation and yoga session. My name is Ryan Smith. I'm the Wellness Program Administrator with Employee Development and Wellness Services. I am joined today by Janet Weiss, our guided meditation and yoga instructor. Before we get started, we are going to be recording today's session. You'll have the opportunity to view it again later or share it with a colleague who may have missed. After today's session, you'll receive an email with a link to a short survey where you can give us information on what you thought of today's event. The schedule for today will be guided meditation from 12 until approximately 12:30. We'll take a brief 10-minute break, and then we'll return for yoga from 12:40 until 1:30. Without further ado, I will now turn things over to our instructor, Janet Weiss.
Greetings, dear ones. So glad you made it to meditation today. Find a comfortable posture. You can do this meditation seated on the floor, seated in a chair. You can do it lying in your bed or on a lounger, whatever maximizes your comfort. So make any micro adjustments you need to. Let your eyelids rest lightly and sweetly over your eyes. Let your eyes rest back deep in your eye sockets like two deep pools of water. And take these beginning moments to transition from your outer world to your inner world. From your eyesight to your insight. And balance your body right to left. Drop your shoulders downward away from your hips. Drop your shoulder blades down your back towards your waistband. Line up your nose over your navel point. And find your breathing. Follow your breathing. Witness your breathing. And tuning in to the movement of your body as you breathe. Noticing that your respiration has movement that goes along with it. So on your inhale, you can feel your body lifting and expanding and broadening and widening toward the sky. You can feel it, it's a sensation. And on your exhale, you can feel your body dropping and sinking and narrowing and contracting inward towards your spine and downward toward the earth. So exaggerate that if you need to. Inhaling, feel your physical body lifting, expanding, broadening, widening, aiming toward the sky. And just the opposite on your exhale, your body sinks and drops and narrows and contracts towards your spine and towards the earth. Allowing your body to find its own natural rhythm and sway as you breathe. And as you breathe, your brain and your eyes and tuning in to the channels, the canals of your skull, your nostrils, your breathing moving through your nostrils, silky cool on your inhale and silky warm on your exhale. And you can feel that it's a physical sensation moving through your nostrils. And the canal of your nasal passages, your ear, auditory canals, and all the nooks and crannies, all the creases and crevices, web work and lattice work in your skull. And as your brain and your eyes float, invite your skull to broaden and widen. And bring your focus to the center of your skull. This power center of your illumined mind. And from this power center of your illumined mind at the center of your skull, focus toward the stars and the galaxies. We are made of the same star stuff. And as you breathe, fulfilling with this same star stuff. And bring your focus to our galaxy, the Milky Way. And the Milky Way is a river of light. And this slow moving, gentle, cascading river of light is pouring down to you and through you. It's pouring down through your throat, through the walls of your throat, down to your heart. This slow-moving, magnificent, healing river of light. And it fills your heart with healing light. And this healing light explodes toward your lower body. So your entire lower body becomes imbued with this magnificent healing light. All of your organs, all of your cells, corpuscles, all the tiny veins of your being, all the fibers, all aspects of your being become imbued with this magnificent healing light, and you are nourishing your inner body. You're nurturing your being with this inner light, resting inward, with this inner light, nourishing your body, your being, with this light that moves to you, through you, and for you. Observing and being with the potency of your breathing and the potency of this inner light. And it circulates through you fluidly and fluently. Feeling your way into the living tissue the flesh and bones of your being. And this light, this healing, radiant light, flows through your living tissue, through the flesh and bones of your physical body, carrying down through your spine, down through your pelvis and hip sockets, down through your legs, knees, ankles, feet and toes. Streaming light, healing light. It carries upward through your spine and streams down through your shoulders and arms, elbows, wrists, hands, fingers, and both your thumbs. And this light streams through your throat and through your skull. And it streams through the more subtle realms of your being. It streams through you energetically, emotionally, mentally. So it touches into every dimension of your being, every layer, every level of your being is touched by this light. And feel the touch of your breathing through your nostrils, through your throat, through your entire physical body. So this light is the force field, is the life force of the cosmos flowing down to us and through us from our galaxy, the Milky Way. And it nourishes your inner body. It nurtures all nature beings. It fills all of space. So this force field fills all of space, and it fills your body and being. And it's encapsulated by your skin being vibrational energy, vibrating, healing energy. And so this force field is breathing you, and you are breathing it. So it's collaborative. It's your natural, organic collaboration with life. This life force is breathing you, and you are breathing it. And it naturally creates waves of peace moving through you, waves of tranquility moving through you. And allow and invite these waves of peaceful energy moving through you, through all layers of your being. And as you breathe and your body rests deeply with these peaceful waves of healing energy, your head floats in the sky. Your head floats in the pure, clear, pristine, blue open sky. And you are touched by the light and spaciousness of the blue open sky. And your thoughts float like high clouds, the highest clouds in the Earth's atmosphere. Thoughts float like high cirrus clouds. And your head floats, and your mind is sky-like, pure, pristine, clear, full of spaciousness as your thoughts float like high clouds. And if your thoughts are persistent, that's perfectly natural. It's the nature of the thinking mind. We're simply inviting the thoughts to flow. And if a thought registers, invite it to float. If you get hijacked by a thought, bring yourself back again and again and again. This is the healing moment. Bring yourself back to your breathing. That brings you deep into your physical body, all the way down to your abdominal organs. Bring yourself back again and again to your experience of meditation. And connecting with the energetic experience of this light flowing through you, of feeling grounded and stabilized in your lower body. Feeling your body on the ground or on whatever surface you are connected to. That connection generates energy. And as you connect with this groundedness, with this stability, with the earth, your head floats so that your mind is sky-like and radiant, open and spacious. And then as we draw our meditation to completion, establish a connectedness, a connection between your mind and your body. The sky-like nature of your mind and the earth-like nature of your body. And your breathing establishes a bridge between your mind and your body. Resting in your breathing, resting in your body. Connecting you to the here and nowness of your meditation experience. Here and now. Rest and breathe. Breathe and be in the here and now. Breathe and relax. 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 And at your own pace, your experience will complete itself. You'll know when that is. When you're ready, your eyes will float open, bringing yourself back to the space you occupy, bringing yourself back to clock time, bringing yourself back to outward physical reality. Bring yourself to your external experience with your breathing and with your internal connection. Namaste. Welcome or welcome back. And this is the postural portion of our session today, the yoga postures. So we're going to begin with what's sometimes called knocking on the door of life. And so you're going to make a fist, or you can use the flat of your hand and tap on your belly like you're tapping on a drum. And then take the tap to your low back. Bring the tap to your belly again. And then bring the tap to your chest. And then relax your hands down to your thigh bones. And we're going to go to pendulum, where you are pendulating your spine side to side, gently beginning our movement portion. And then taking your spine in a full circle, like stirring. And then reverse the direction. And then return to center, and then you're going to C-curve the spine back and aim the crown of your head towards your tailbone. So you're aiming your crown chakra towards your root chakra and exhaling. And then draw your spine forward and inhaling, like you're being pulled forward with a string. And then C-curve back. Exhale, drop your chin to your chest. Exhale as long as you can. Inhaling. And then neutralize your spine, center your spine, and walk your hands out away from your legs. Drop your head into your chest. Take these few moments to breathe to your back. This is Yogi Mudrasana. So breathing to your back when you inhale, it feels like you're filling your back. And on your exhale, it feels like you're emptying your back. Inhale, your back lifts slightly, subtly. Exhale, your back drops, sinks subtly. Drop the weight of your head so you get a nice traction on the back of your neck. And then walk yourself over to your right leg. Release your head towards your right knee. So your breathing feels like it goes more toward the left side of your back. And then walk yourself around over to your left knee. Drop your head to your left knee. And it feels like you're breathing more toward the right side of your back. Then return to center. Bring your forearms to your thigh bones. Hold here for Shy Yogi. So you're curving in, journeying inward towards your heart. And then curl through your spine to high vertical, neutral spine, balancing your head over your neck and shoulders, and then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Bring your right hand to your left ear or towards your left ear, and just add a gentle little bob tiny little pulse, not a bounce. So you get an extension on the left side of your neck. And then come back to center, drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Bring your left hand to your right ear or thereabouts. Add a gentle little bob or pulse. So you feel the extension on the right side of you. And then come back to center. And then sweep your chin over your collarbones, nice and loose and easy. Always careful on your neck. And then when you're ready, you can go on to full head rotation. Always careful on your neck. So many important nerves emanating out of that area, your cervical spine. And then reverse that circle. So stay balanced over your neck. Try not to over extend. And then leave your chin on your collarbone notch. Bring your hands to the back of your skull, the back of your head. And then C-curve again, aiming your crown chakra, the top center of your head, to your root chakra, your tailbone. And breathe through your spine. Breathe through the intervertebral spaces of your spine. Give your discs some breathing room. And then just the opposite. Draw your spine forward, elbows press back. Gently release the weight of your head to your arms, like you're lying in a hammock. Lots of breathing, more than you need, more than you used to. And then come back to center, and we'll do sway motion, where you're moving your spine laterally and opening the sides of your spine. Getting your spine moving flexibly in all directions. One of the aims of yoga, in your spine, flexible, youthful, energetic. Come back to center, bring your hands to your shoulders and circle your elbows so you get your full range of motion at your arm sockets. So the range is number one important. And then leave your elbows out to the side, out laterally, and rotate your spine. Breathing as you go. And then extend your arms. It'll limit your range of motion a little bit. So you're like a dandelion seed twirling in the wind. And then come back to center. Rest your right forearm or your right palm, whichever one suits you, to the ground on the right side. And then extend your left arm by your left ear. Seated, lateral angle. And breathe through that extension, that channel on your left side body. And then let's do the same pose, other side, resting on your left forearm or your left hand, reaching your right arm by your right ear. Breathing now through the right side body, as if breathing through a channel. And then return to center. And then bring the soles of your feet together and hug your ankles towards you. This is bound angle pose. And you can rock side to side if you wish. You can also butterfly your legs. Seesaw your legs. Or you can hold the pose in a life stillness and your breathing keeps it moving. So your breathing keeps the pose dynamic. And then give yourself a gentle arc back. And then a gentle hinge forward. Careful. Lots of breathing. Yokes you to the pose. You're breathing the bridge between your mind and your body. And then come back to center vertical. And then from here, extend your legs out wide angle. And then make any kind of adjustments you need to so you get high up on your butt bones, your sits bones. Legs are extended. You may want to bounce them on the ground a little bit. Helps loosen the muscles. And then gently, no force, gently walk yourself out to seated wide angle. And give your muscles on the inseams of your legs the opportunity to lengthen and extend. Loosen. And wherever the tension feels the tightest, breathe to that area. Breathe to the area where the tension is most pronounced. Okay, and while we hold this pose and let those muscles loosen and lengthen and relax, we're going to do Satanama. Satanamaha. Okay, so it's a gesture you do with your hands, which is called a mudra. So you lift your fingers and your thumbs, and then you place down the pinky, the ring, the middle, the index, and the thumb. So lift all of your fingers, one by one, place down the pinky, the ring, the middle, the index, and the thumb. And then we add the mantra, the vocalizing to go with it. So lift the fingers, sa, ta, na, ma, ha. Fingers and thumbs lift, sa, ta, na, ma, ha. Fingers and thumbs lift, sa, ta, na, ma, ha. All right, and then see if your muscles have given a little bit. They're very generous. See if they've given a little bit. And that mantra we just chanted, Satanamaha, means I bow to the truth of my own being. I bow to the truth of my own being. And then walk yourself back in to neutral spine, high vertical. Bring your fingers to your sternum, to your heart center. And we're going to reach across, combing through space. So you're reaching your left hand to your right foot, combing through space. And then you're going to reach your right hand and arm to your left foot. Combing through space, you can reach for your shin or your ankle, whatever works for you. Combing through space. Reaching. Combing through space. Reaching. Combing through space, one more, reaching. And then return to center. Then bring your hands behind your hips, walk your legs to parallel. You can give them a little pulse against the ground, help them recuperate and restore. Then take your right leg, flex it so the sole of your right foot is at the inseam of your left leg. And then extend your spine over your left leg for Mahamudra, great seal pose. And all the forward folds are for breathing through your back. And this is a forward fold, so breathe to your back. So you're breathing inward and backward. Exhale, releasing, releasing, letting. And then come back to vertical. Then take your flexed leg and cross it over. So you're bringing your right heel to your left hip socket. And then flex your left ankle and reach either for your shin, your ankle, or your toes. Your shin, your ankle, or your toe. And then come back to vertical. And then take your already flexed leg and cross it over. So the sole of your right foot is on the ground or aiming for the ground. Use your right hand to help balance you. Your right hip. Left arm by your left ear. Lots of extension through your left arm. Let your left arm cross over your right leg and then spiral, look over your right shoulder. Lots of uplift through your spine, elegant spine. Energy flowing through your spine. Chin level to the ground, shoulders level to the ground. Let your breathing connect you with the inner dimensions of the body. Let your breathing connect you with your inner body. And then come back to center. And then cradle your right leg however you best can. Try not to mess with your right foot too much. Don't want to mess with the alignment. And then give your right leg a little rock. This helps open the right hip socket. And then extend the right leg, and you can hold under the thigh bone or the calf, or if you can, go ahead and reach for the toe. And this is Krankasana. It's a bird pose. Herald. It's herald. And you can give it a little rock if you like. Try to go for as much leg extension as you can safely get. And then gently lower the right leg. Flex the left leg, and we'll do that sequence on the other side. Adjust your base as needed. The sole of your left foot touches the inseam of the right leg, and then extend your spine over your right leg for Mahamudra. Seal pose. Breathing through your back. Your breathing nourish your inner body. And then come back to vertical. Bring your left heel as close to your right hip socket as you safely can. Flex the right ankle and reach for the shin, the ankle, or the right toes. Let your body breathe. None of the poses cut off your breathing. If a pose cuts off your breathing, you need to back up. And then come back to vertical, and then take your left leg, cross it all the way over so the sole of your left foot touches the ground or aims for it. Use your left hand to help balance you somewhere at the left hip socket. Right arm by your right ear. And then your right arm crosses over your left leg, spiral and look over your left shoulder. Use your left arm as a column or a pillar to give your spine uplift. Lots of breathing, more than you need. Shoulders drop, chin level to the ground. And then come back to center and cradle the left leg and give the left leg a little rock. This helps open your left hip socket. Try not to misalign your foot, your left foot. And then on to heron pose. So you can hold under the thigh, or you can hold at the calf. Try to leave your knee alone. You can hold at the ankle, or you can, if doable, hold at the toes. And if you like, you can rock this. This is Kranakasana. And then gently lower the left leg. And then scoot your hips back about 2-3 inches. And then extend your spine over both legs. For this is Paschimottanasana. Paschimottanasana. Stretching the wrist. So you're stretching the back side of your body, entire back side of your body. Breathe to your back. This is a forward fold, a classic forward fold. And from here, come back to vertical and flex your legs, glue them together, bring your hands behind your hips, and we'll go to mermaid pose. So your upper body stabilizes you as your lower body mobilizes. A nice massage on your gluteals. And then on your next one, stay to the right and roll over to your all fours. So your knees are beneath your hips and your wrists are beneath your shoulders. And we'll start with cat-tail, dog-tail, or classically called cat-cow. So you sink your spine like you have a big sack of sand on your lower back, and then you curve your spine or dome your spine. So when you dome your spine, this is your inhale. Sorry, this is your exhale. And when you sink your spine, this is your inhale. Dome your spine, exhale. Suction in on your abs, chin to your chest. Exhale as long as you can. Sink and inhale. Dome and exhale. Suction in on your abs, exhale, exhale, exhale. Sink and inhale. Dome and exhale. And then come back to neutral spine. And then tail wag, hips and head to the left, hips and head to the right, hips and head to the left, moving your spine laterally, hips and head to the right, and then come back to center. And then take your right leg, extend it back, dig your toes, and you're going to do a gentle bob. So you get an extension on your Achilles tendon and your calves. Gentle little bob. And then extend your right leg and extend your left arm. Balance. Don't be afraid to extend, that helps you balance. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And then come back to all fours. Same thing other side, extend your left leg back, dig your left toes, a gentle little bob, a little pulse. Stretching the back of the toes, Achilles tendon, gently, and then extend your left leg. Lots of extension, and then come back to your level. Here you're going to rest down on your forearms, palms to the ground. Load all of your weight to your left leg, and then your right leg extends high and back. The extension is more important than the height. And then take the right leg, cross it back behind the left leg. And then come back to all fours on your forearms. Load your right leg, and then the left leg extends back. The extension is more important than the height. Send a lightning bolt through your leg. And then cross the left leg behind the right. And then return to your all fours. From here, you're going to aim your hips to your heels, or if doable, go ahead and sit your hips to your heels. If you have a pillow or a cushion or a blanket, you can put it here. And then extend your arms out for bow. Namaha, I bow, I bow. To the power of nature, to the beauty of the earth, to the mystery of life. Whatever is worthy of your bow. And then come back to all fours. And you're going to dig both sets of toes. And we're going to lift to downward facing dog. So when you get your signal, you're going to extend your legs, lift your hips, and drive your heels down to the ground. Or aim your heels down to the ground. Press your chest back to your thigh bones. Sharp crease at the hip sockets. Tailbone points toward the North Star. And then walk your legs and arms toward each other. Catch your elbows, or this is waterfall. And let your spine decompress. Release the weight of your head and neck. Let the back of the legs loosen and lengthen. And then if you like, you can sway the upper body. The upper body is fluid like water. The lower body is like a tree trunk. Strong, stable, rooted. And then release your arms, and you're going to bring your hands to your waistband, thumbs back, fingers forward, and then lift through flat back, tabletop, and then on to high vertical. And then you're going to lift an arc high and back for heart opening. This is Anahatasana. Anahata is your heart chakra, broad across the shoulders, broad across the collarbones. Lungs are open, heart is open. Lots of breathing. Breathing nourishes your lungs and nourishes your heart. And then come back to high vertical. And then release the arms down by your sides. And we'll go to swinging twists. So your arms are heavy like empty coat sleeves. And they wrap your low body. And you look over the back shoulder. And then same thing with flexed arms. And then come back to center and place your dominant hand over your heart center at the sternum. And the back hand is wherever you can place it on your back. And we'll do a chant to the heart. Close your eyes a few moments. The heart is my true nature. My true nature is the heart. I am the unending joy, the oneness of the heart. And then with your arms, we're going to go to the Ha series. So hand to elbow, squat, ha, ha, ha. One more time. Ha. Arms overhead. Ha, 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 ha. And then forward. Ha, ha. Sound out if you can. Ha, ha. And then across. Ha, 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 ha. Last one. Ha. And then bring your arms overhead to upward hands. Your palms face each other. Shoulders drop. And we'll go to balancing. So bring all your weight to your right foot and right leg. And you can leave the toes on, you can leave your toes on the ground if that helps you balance. If doable, lift the left leg. So keep the sole of your right foot alive, collaborating with the earth, balancing, and then forward. Same thing left, bring all of your weight now to your left leg, with your upward arms, palms facing. If you need to, again, keep your toes on the ground to stabilize you. Or, if doable, lift the right leg and bring all of your balance to your left leg. Sole of your foot stays alive. Breathing. And lower your right leg and lower your arms. And then just take a few moments to shake out your arms, your hands, your fingers, your thumbs, your shoulders, and then everything shakes. Shake, 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 shake. All right, and then broaden out your base. So your feet are broader than your hips. And bring your arms out laterally, and this is extended wide angle. And then over to flat back, tabletop. And then over and either reach for your shins, your ankles, or the ground, whichever one works for you. Follow your breathing, witness your breathing. And then bring your arms lateral, through flat back, and then to high vertical. Then from here, you're going to turn your toes out. And this is standing 5-pointed star. And the 5 points of the star symbolize body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit. And with your imagination, connect the 5 points of the star. And it creates the pentagonal shape, sacred geometry. It symbolizes faith and golden ratio. So take a few moments here, drop your shoulders, lots of breathing, bathing in golden. And then release your arms, touch your legs and feet together, and we'll go to temple pose, arms through lateral to high vertical. Temple pose, you can close your eyes a few moments. The center of your temple is your spine. Arc high and back. Squeeze on your glutes, squeeze on your your thigh muscles. Helps stabilize you and protect your low back. Lots of breathing, lots of uplift. And then come back to center, over to the right. Standing side lift. Over to the left. One more each way, over to the left. Stay with your breathing. Over to the left. We're going to swan dive over to Uttanasana, standing forward. If doable, you can clasp the back of your ankles or the back of your shin, the back of your shins, your calves. You can bend your knees if you need to, that's perfectly fine. And then go ahead and bend your knees as much as you can and rest your chest on your thighs. And then use your hands to stabilize you and walk down one leg at a time. So now you're back at all fours. And we'll do thread the needle. So take your right arm and thread it through your left. Rest down on the right shoulder and the right side of your head. And if you wish, you can lift the left arm high. And then return. Come back through your all fours. And the left arm threads through your right. Rest down on your left shoulder and the left side of your head. So asymmetrical pose. And then come back to all fours. And then sit your hips or aim your hips towards your heels or to your heels. Arms by your sides, palms skyward. Or golden seed pose, classically called child's pose. Drop your shoulders. Take refuge here a few moments. Your back, breathe. And then come back to vertical, sit yourself off to one side. And we'll go to boat pose. So you're going to balance back behind your butt bones and your tailbone. Arms extended out beyond your legs. You can parallel your shins to the ground. And then if you want to explore a little bit, you can extend one leg at a time. If you fall, you won't fall far. It's a good exploration if you're doing it. And then extend your legs out. Walk your hips back. And then reach forward. Use your abdominal muscles to lower you down. Relax your neck as much as possible. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And bring your arms over your head. So you're reaching your legs downward and your arms upward. So there's lots of spaciousness between your rib cage and your pelvis. And this is elongation pose. Be intense over your vertical arms. Lots of breathing. And then bring your knees towards your rib cage and bring your hands towards your shins. And hug your knees towards your ribs. This is Apanas, downward energy upward. And then bring your arms out lateral, palms up, palms down. Your choice. I like palms down. And then roll your legs side to side. A revolving twist, so your arms and your shoulder blades are grounding you. So not like so your lower body is mobilizing, your upper body is stabilizing. And then come back to center and elevate both your legs. You can bring your arms down to about 45 degrees away from your sides. And this is upward legs. And then flexing at the ankles. This helps straighten, lift. fluid out. And then catch your heels with your knees toward the ground. This is happy baby. It's like a side down lunge. Good stretch without danger of hurting yourself. So there's no weight bearing. And if you like, you can rock this a bit. Make it playful. And then bring the soles of your feet together and rest your legs down to the ground. Knees drop out laterally. Give yourself a big hug across the shoulders. This is Goddess pose. Take these few moments to allow all the poses you completed to gracefully diffuse through you. Absorb their merit and benefit. And let the benefits of your practice imprint on your consciousness. Again. And then extend your legs out about hip width, whatever's comfortable. And bring your arms down by your sides about 45 degrees away. Palms are skyward and receptive. And we'll do a brief closing meditation from Shavasana. This is Shavasana. Skillful relaxation. Let your eyelids rest over your eyes. Let your eyes rest back in your eye sockets. Feel the weight of your body, feel the weight of your bones on the ground. And full of noticing your breathing and full of noticing what's drawing your attention, what feels pronounced. Maybe observing some shifts. Does your breathing feel? Does your chest feel more? Does your body feel more grounded? What's drawing your attention? Let your breathing and your energy flow through you freely. For these moments, if only internal liberation. Rest and breathe. Breathe and relax. Relax and be. Simply be. Namaste.
All right. Thank you everyone for attending today's guided meditation and yoga session. As always, a huge thank you to Janet Weiss for leading us through the 2 exercises. We hope that you enjoyed today's session. Please keep an eye out in your email. You'll be receiving an email with a link to a short survey where you can give us some feedback on what you thought of today's event. With that being said, I hope you have a great and restful weekend, and we hope to see you again soon. Thank you.